are live.
I worked out with him, and I started.
Are we on radio too, or just TV?
Just TV tonight.
Anymore. But I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for him pushing me to do better and be a better person.
Welcome to Rebel TV. We're live here at Coosa High School over in Floyd County, just outside of Rome, where the Rebels will take on the Coosa Eagles in a region matchup. Brandon Holloway's with us tonight. Andy Arp's sick. He's a little under the weather, couldn't be with us. And Tim Towle has a illness in the family. He couldn't be here. So Brandon's a veteran. He's done some ETC, so glad to have him with us. And, of course, Emma and Alex are here. As always, doing a great job. Got everything set up. We're in a booth. We're a little bit limited in view. Emma's got the camera set up. She can get you end zone to end zone, so we'll do our best to keep an eye out on the action for you. So it's senior night here, Brandon. Looks like they've got a bunch of seniors lined up there.
Looks like they got a bunch of seniors. I was just checking the time there a second ago. Looks like about 30 minutes. It looks like they got about an hour and 30 minutes of seniors to introduce.
Yeah, they got a lot of seniors to introduce quickly. Of course, the band and cheer folk are with them also. Real quick, give a shout out to our sponsors. As we've stated before, Floyd County charges $500 to broadcast this live from here, and it's sponsored tonight by Go Green Spray Foam at Greg Reese. So you see Greg, give him a big shout out and thank you for sponsoring tonight's event. Our other sponsors are Kevin Painter Insurance, Woodman Life with Richard York, Mountain Valley Bank, The Sweet Shop, Mercier Orchards, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, the Empty Stocking Program, Escape Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country, ETC Security, Mountain Place Realty with Philip Ledford, United Community Bank, Fannin County Land Development, the Trailer Drive-In, and again, of course, Greg Reese with Go Green Spray Foam, who's bringing it to you tonight. So, Brandon, you've watched a little bit of film. What are you expecting tonight?
Well, I think, anytime you play football, especially in the rain, on a grass field, anything can happen. But I think this one bodes well for us. We should be fine. I think everybody's pretty healthy. The way we run the football, we should be fine tonight.
Yeah, I think you'll see both teams line up and try to run the football tonight. Of course, Coosa is. I saw them in a little bit of eye warming up, but they're a basic wing tee team. It is some light rain here. It's rained harder down this way than it has at home. Ran through several heavy showers, so kind of bodes well for Coosa. I'm sure they'd rather play us in the rain than on a fast track or at our place on the turf. So it's a grass field here, as you can see. So my guess is they're going to try to pound the football, control the clock, and keep the ball away from Fannin here. But Fannin was able to run it pretty good last week ourselves against Chattooga.
Yeah, we have pretty good success. Have had pretty success all season running the football. I don't know what would be any different tonight, but I walked out on the field just when I got here earlier. It's pretty wet, it's pretty soggy. I'm just anxious to see how it works for our kids. I know most of our guys wear cleats that are well suited for turf. So we'll see.
That he's done right by me, and that I'll one day become a man just like him. Because of him. Coach Parker
they've got a couple of guys, Brandon, pretty good athletes. Their fullback, number 9, he's Turner. He's a freshman, and he's not your typical big guy fullback. He's a smaller fullback, but he's quick. He's able to get up between the guards. They'll run some dive and midline stuff with him. So he has some good success. I watched some Dade film. He's hard to tackle. So need to control him between the guards. Any wing tee team that can get the dive going makes it a long day. But Big Logan Long and our guys up front, our D-line has played outstanding all year. So may be tough sledding up in there between the guards and between the tackles for these guys.
Yeah, I think last Friday night was a huge testament to that front three. Logan Long had a spectacular game. Nate Maloof, along with Jeremy Tamman, played exceptionally well last Friday night for us. So against a real good running back from Chattooga. So
she's been most influenced by her
I suspect it'll be real similar tonight. Like you said, maybe some tough sledding for running backs tonight.
Yeah, you don't see these guys throw the ball a lot, and if you're one-dimensional against this Fannin defense, it can be a long night for you. So they're a typical wing team. They'll throw the waggle and the out, couple of jump balls, but they're going to try to make their living between the tackles and bring wing back number 7. He's a quick guy. They try to get him out on the edge, but it's more of a power wing tee, not a lot of eye candy that they deliver out there. So it'll be interesting to see how Fannin's defense does this 3-5 alignment. Just in a base alignment, we're going to have 8 guys in the box, so I expect it to be a tough night for these Coosa Eagles to run the football against Fannin, but hey, we'll find out.
That's right. Yeah, you mentioned the eye candy. If they're not able to create some deception in that wing tee, you don't have a lot of success typically running it. Just you've got to be able to create some deception, make us wonder where the football's going. And if you can't do that, it's hard to be successful.
Exactly. So Fannin looking for a region win tonight, which will set up a region championship game next Friday night at home, senior night against Dade County. So they're playing Gordon Central tonight. They should be favored pretty large in that game. So it should set up for a region championship next week at home. Hope to see the bunch of fans in the stands for that one and get ready for playoff time. Definitely a bigger advantage being a 1 seed than it is a 2, 3, or definitely a 4 seed coming out and playing in the Region 5. That's a pretty loaded region over there.
That is a loaded region, and we know all too well from just 3 short years ago what it looks like to go into the playoffs a couple years in a row as a 3 seed or a 4 seed, and we did it in 3A. So we know all too well how that feels, and it's a lot better situation when you're guaranteed 2 at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the key. To get guaranteed those 2 games at home, not have to travel. Big game tonight. Just looking at the standings, you would assume that the winner of Bremen and Hurd tonight is more than likely, no guarantee there, that's who we would host in round 1. So we'll try to keep an eye on that for you as scores roll in. So that one should be a big game. Chattooga and Pepperell, a big game. Theoretically, you could still have a 3-way tie in this region if Dade were to upset us next week with Chattooga beating Dade. It could make things a little messy, but just looking at it, I think we would still have a tiebreaker there. Region 7 does it a little different, Brandon. They take the overall record, so that's a little different. Region or non-region, they take the whole thing. That's the first tiebreaker. So,
yeah, that is different. That's different. You won't see that very often. I don't know that I've ever even really heard of that. But I think it goes back to head-to-head. Once that first tiebreaker is applied, it goes back to head-to-head. If I'm correct, I might be wrong about that.
Yeah,
so.
I think you're right. I think Dade only has one non-region loss, I believe, against Mount Zion maybe, and Fannin, of course, had the 1 loss against non-region Sonoraville. So then it would come down to the head-to-head stuff. So hopefully Fannin just takes care of business. We don't have to worry about any tiebreakers, and we just move on.
Yeah, we control our own destiny for sure. Just win 2 football games, and you're exactly where you want to be going into the playoffs, and that's facing a 4 seed from Region 5 at home.
That's right. Rain coming down a little harder now. One thing that scares you here in this weather is we need to get out of here with no injuries, no sprained ankles, none of that stuff, so we can go into Dade healthy. But both teams playing on a wet field on grass, so turnovers could be big. Got to hold on to the football tonight. No turnovers. So it's going to be a challenge to do that for these guys. Hang on to the football in this wet, cold weather.
Yeah, it is. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 48, 50 degrees here in Rome right now. So it's a cool night. And like I mentioned earlier, you just wonder, our kids, a lot of them wear the short pile cleats that do extremely well on turf. We'll see how those do tonight. I don't know what all's out there in the cleat market, but you got to believe that there's certainly different styles for different conditions, and I suspect we all wear turf cleats.
Yeah, I would think most of these guys have something more adapted to turf, so we'll see how it does. I haven't noticed any real problems on grass, but we haven't played in this weather all year this in this rain.
That's
so.
right. The wet, and you can see on the 50, just off the edge of the field, there's already a pretty big puddle forming. So the field looks like it's in pretty good shape, though, for week 9 of the season. So it certainly has some wear on it, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it looks like it drains well. It is wet, standing water on the sideline, so that'll just be a little fun for the running backs to slide through that, I'm sure. They're still announcing seniors here at senior night, so pretty campus, a pretty school here. Brandon, it's a nice looking school.
It was. When we first came to the red light where the school was, I didn't realize it was a school. In fact, I saw the sign, just a little different, modern design, really neat looking place. Obviously, it's pretty new.
Yeah, it is. I drove by it. I didn't realize it was a school. I saw the stadium lights, and I'm like, this is it. So should be a fun night of football. Got a few Fannin faithful over there on the visitor side. Got some tents set up, trying to stay as dry as possible. Be a big night for the ball boys tonight, trying to keep footballs dry.
It will be.
That will be a challenge. Those guys will earn their keep tonight for sure. So
we've traveled so well all season. It's funny at 20 minutes before kickoff to look in the stands and it not be pretty full, but that may be the case tonight. But I'm certain there's a lot of folks waiting outside, just sitting in the dry as long as they can. But we have traveled extremely well. Well, for not just this season, but for the last couple of seasons, we've traveled really well.
Yeah, these guys are mature. There's probably not going to be a lot of fans in the stadium tonight with this weather, and then the Braves are hosting the Astros tonight. So
They think about the Braves.
yeah, sure, a lot of people stay at home, hopefully watching us and the Braves, but these guys will just have to, sometimes maturity has to step in. You got to get yourself up ready to play a region football game. And I know these seniors want to play 2 games left in the regular season of their senior year. Reese and Case and Owens being those guys, they'll be up and ready to play. Dylan Collins, they'll be ready to go.
Well, you certainly expect those guys. They know what's on the line. They're going to walk in the stadium in just a few minutes, be ready to go, just like they have, the first 8 games of the season.
Yeah, you really can't afford to slip up and have a loss here and go into some sort of must-win deal next week. Need to take care of business, take care of the football. I think if we cut out the penalties, take care of the football, we'll be in good shape.
Much better last week on the penalties. I don't know the numbers, but they were few and far between for us, which has been an issue for us at times this year. We play pretty aggressive, and that's bit us a few times.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the show a lot. We've had some games where we've had plus 10 penalties, 15 and more at times. So hopefully we can do away with all that tonight. Like we say, secure the football in this weather, take care of business, get out of here healthy, and hopefully get some young guys a bunch of playing time too. We've been able to do that quite a few times. Again, this year, we were able to do it a lot last year, and it has paid huge dividends this year with guys coming in with a bunch of snaps under their belt.
It's invaluable to your program to be able to get those guys on the field. I mean, our young guys were able to play 5 JV games against all bigger competition from 3A to 4A. So Raven Gap come in with a bunch of huge kids. So they've got a bunch of plays, but it's just invaluable. You can't explain how important it is to get those young kids on the field on Friday nights. Not Thursday, but on Friday nights.
Yeah, exactly right.
So,
they work hard too. They practice every day. They lift. They want to play too. So hopefully that happens tonight. These guys get in here and get some playing time, and they should. If we do what we do, we should be able to put up some good points here and control the clock too. Last week it was just 5 yards a pop all night long. Just controlled the football, controlled both lines of scrimmage, offense and defense.
Yeah, from the opening kickoff, big return, and we just went to work from there, and it was Fannin was never not in control of that football game.
No, they were in control, like you said. Good opening kickoff, and just took over from there and pounded the football all night long. Really didn't run a whole lot of different plays. We ran inside zone, outside zone, ran some ISO stuff up in the middle, threw the football just a few times successfully. The screen game could be big tonight in this weather. You definitely, you would think there'll be screen game would take part, shorter, safer passes there in this weather in the screen game. And we're a really good screen team. So,
yeah, you don't really expect to see a stretch in the field.
no, you might see a couple of shots. I don't see us throwing it a lot. I don't see either team throwing it a lot tonight, but who knows? Maybe Coach Thigpen likes to throw it in the rain. We'll find out.
He does like to throw it. There's no doubt about that.
She's a child of Brandon and Kimberly Sprayberry. She plans.
Looks like we're about 16 and a half minutes away from kickoff.
16 minutes away, yeah. They're still announcing seniors here. Like we said, they've got a bunch of them in the band and on the football team, so
She's so strong and she makes me laugh.
good for these guys. I'm just assuming it's their last home game. I'm not sure what's left on their schedule.
She says
But
she's always ready to start class with a smile and
here for senior night, I saw some pink stuff Emma noted. Looks like everywhere we go, it's pink out tonight, right, Emma? We've been blessed with that. So honoring breast cancer awareness, that's always an awesome thing.
Bailey Sprayberry.
And again, shout out to Andy Arp. Hope he gets feeling better. Tim, with illness to family, prayers go out to that family. Hope everything's better than it was this morning for those guys. So
and earn a degree in business.
it's playoff time, guys. Playoff time. Brandon, your rec team getting set for playoffs, right? Got one more regular season game tomorrow. And the young guys go into the playoffs, so
We are. We're
should be
excited.
fun.
Finish up our regular season tomorrow. We're having just a solid season. We're blessed this year with the most kids that we've had. Got about 22 kids out. Our rec program is flourishing. It's the biggest I believe the biggest it's ever been. We've got a team in every age group from K1 up through 6. So that bodes well for Coach Cheatham and the high school program when you got kids engaged. Just hope to continue the momentum and what he's got started. I think we got a good group 8th graders coming up next year. We'll just keep adding to it from there.
Yeah, and you guys are 6th grade. You'll go up into middle school. Your kids will next year. So, and they're a great group. So that bodes well for Coach Simonton before they get to Coach Cheatham. So I know he's looking forward to coaching those guys.
He is. I watched the playoff preview show last night. I can't remember whose podcast it actually is. A bunch of guys from this area, and they were talking a lot of football, and they kept referencing Fannin County is built like a 3A team, and I'm not sure. I think it was a compliment. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but with that, I think our numbers, Eddie, are tracking us to stay in AA without any troubles this cycle, which is big for us.
Yeah, I think the numbers bode well. We'll definitely stay in 2A, just looking at the numbers all the way through. So, and I guess maybe we are built kind of like a 3A. We've played 3A for so long.
Like I said, I think it was a compliment. You never really sure, but it'll be nice to. I think November we'll have more information on that, and that'll be finalized maybe by the end of the year, the very first part of 2022, and it'll be big.
We'll pause for a minute for the national anthem.
Thank you, Eagles band. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Worth the price of admission right there.
National anthem played by the Coosa High School Marching Band. So we're just a couple minutes from kickoff right here.
On the home side,
about 12 minutes away.
been a plethora of new merchandise that's arrived. The supply chain.
It's still raining about the same, Eddie. It hasn't really let up very much since we came on the air.
No, if it doesn't get much harder than that, I don't think it'll be too big a problem for these guys. So I think it'll be all right to play some football. And we got no choice, got to play.
Got to play.
No lightning, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to get delayed on a night like this.
That's right. It's a long ride home. We don't want to get delayed a bunch.
Line judge William Goldring. Field judge Andrew Blunt. Side judge Charlie Henderson. And electric clock operator Mr. David Dean. Welcome the fans from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Glad you made the trip down here.
Real quick, while we have a second, I want to thank you two for coming up here with me. You know, it's always nice to have somebody commentating the ball game. I can't do it myself, you know, but I'm still working. I'm working on it. I'm learning. But thank y'all for coming up here and commentating with me.
Well, I'll tell you, we really appreciate what you do, and I know there's a lot of folks. My mom, for example, was at home, not able to come tonight. There's a lot of folks that get to watch football because of you. So Eddie can talk pretty on here, but I bet he can't set it up. So
Not at all.
So thank you very much for making the trip. Thank you for what you do.
The only thing we can do is help her carry everything down and load it back up. That's about our skill set.
We can carry.
In the
That's a
tech
fact.
department. But Emma makes it happen.
Thank you very much, Emma. And there's a lot of folks that feel that way. It's impressive how many people that enjoy this. Look forward to it every Friday night.
Yeah, so many people turn it on and watch it again the next day. I know as a football parent last year, I did. I always turn it back on and watch it the next day. So it's an awesome thing the school provides. If you want to sponsor these guys, we've said it a million times, just contact Bubba Gibbs at the high school and help support these students and what they do. And it's a great career. We've got kids on in college and out of college doing stuff in this field. So it's just a great program.
We really do appreciate all the sponsors and all the viewers out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See Coach O'Neill and Coach Reese coming across the field up to the booth. That means it's getting close to time. They look a little wet, but they won't melt. They'll be just fine.
Looks like we're about 9 minutes from kickoff. But they don't look near as miserable as the gentleman that was standing down in front of us for senior night for about 45 minutes with just a shirt on. He didn't even have a jacket on.
Yeah, he didn't even have a jacket. He's a tough guy. I don't know the gentleman, but kudos to him for standing out there. Coach O'Neill, Coach Reese dodging the mud puddles on their way up.
It's a cold, wet night, but we've made it through colder and wetter nights before.
That's exactly right. Kudos to this whole coaching staff. Brandon, help me if I forget anybody. Head coach, Coach Chad Cheatham. Offensive coordinator, Coach Chris Thigpen. Defensive coordinator, Coach Adam Turner. Offensive line coach, Coach Alan Collis. Defensive line coach, Coach Chuck Patterson. Secondary coach, Jeff Kuna. Outside linebackers, wide receiver coach, Noah O'Neill. Got a young coach with us this year coaching our Ys and helping on defense all over the place, especially with linebackers, Mr. Jake Reese. Glad to have him. So did I miss anybody?
And one we're going to mention there is Ryan Holloway.
Coach Ryan Holloway, who does a little bit of everything for everybody. Got Coach Chris Hyde from the middle school, comes every week. He's a defense coordinator at the middle school. Appreciate Coach Hyde. Comes every Friday night, home or away. Just a guy that's a good football coach. I coached through him in youth league football and 4 years at the middle school. Just a great guy.
Hyde's one of those guys that you're not going to see on the sidelines on Friday night, but I promise you he is helping our program win football games by what he does in the box.
Absolutely. Dude loves athletics of all kinds. His son Kahutta fast wide receiver played here, and his daughter plays basketball and a great soccer player, Ivy Hyde. I think Ivy's had some knee surgery, so a big shout out to Ivy if she's listening. Hope you get better and heal up soon. So just a great coaching staff. You see it every Friday night. I say it on and off. These guys are more prepared than most teams I ever see on Friday night, Brandon. They do a great job.
They do a great job. Now, it's funny, I get the huddle notifications every Friday night, and I promise you, before I go to sleep tonight, my phone will be dinging because those guys will have already uploaded game film. Not just this game film, but they're going to be uploading game film from Dade County for next week.
Yeah.
Anything that's hitting, they're getting it loaded tonight, and what they don't get loaded tonight will be loaded by daylight tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
They put in a tremendous amount of time on preparation, not just at practice.
No, it doesn't start at practice. You got to have all that loaded to practice by Monday. So, of course, all these high school coaches spend Sundays in the film room, and Coach O'Neill, Coach Reese, Coach Patterson, they're just gurus when it comes to breaking down all that huddle film and all the stats. They do an amazing job. They're prepared every Friday. Last Friday night, watching Chattooga game, those guys were calling the plays. You could watch our players calling the hole the ball was coming in. So that uber prepared, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we'll blame that or give credit to Coach Collis, however you want to look at it. But you can just watch him anytime he's on the sideline. You can just watch him studying to make sure he's dialed in on trying to pick up what they're going to do. And that just gives you a big advantage when you got a pretty good idea about what's happening.
Yeah, a huge advantage. That's what every coach is looking for. And these guys are prepared and ready. And as we've said before, if you are a totally one-dimensional football team, you will struggle against Fannin County football teams and this coaching staff for sure.
That's right. If you let them learn your tendencies, if you're predictable, you're in trouble.
If you're predictable, you are in trouble. If you can't make these guys defend the whole field, it's our advantage big time.
That's right.
I also want to give a shout out to our band. They're always here. You know, they're always practicing. Our cheerleaders, our sports med girls. You know, everybody that is almost, it seems, as dedicated as the football team, if not as much, if not more.
Yeah.
You know, they come out every Friday. They go to practice every day. You know, I think, you know, I don't have to go practice every day, but, you know, I think it is really impressive that we have more than just the football team that makes a football game, I guess.
These bands are out here in this weather too. It's tough. I got behind the band bus coming. Just the amount of effort it takes to move all that equipment is impressive. The cheerleaders out here in this cold weather in the rain cheering here every night. And, of course, the sports trainers, those girls are there every day at practice working their tails off. So kudos to those. That group's easy to overlook. But I promise you, the coaching staff and players, they don't overlook them.
That's right. Anybody involved in the program understands what they do and what it takes to have a good program, and that's everybody. That's everybody kind of with the same focus and commitment. Just like Emma mentioned there, the commitment they have. They do. Our band is exceptional. That is one thing that you really notice when you travel these away games, especially during even just the national anthem. How prepared our band is, and what a good job they do.
Yeah, they do an awesome job. Just like you said, Brandon, with the national anthem, they just kind of blow the competition away, for lack of a better term. Emma's shaking her head. Yes, that's very true. So proud of those guys. They spend countless hours. They take a lot of pride in what they do from top to bottom. Shout out to our quarterback club. They make sure these kids, money's raised and they're fed, they're clothed. Anything they want, the player packs, the practice gear, Booster Club goes out and does that, manages the money well, phenomenally. It's all open and honest about what they do. Just an amazing Booster Club. Andy Arp, the president of that, Charlene Foster, Candy Frank, they all do a great job making sure. It takes a lot of money just to feed these guys, Brandon.
It's pretty incredible what it costs to feed them and clothe them and give them the things they need. And I'll tell you something. Is Andy and Candy are both just really, really important. And it says a lot about them that they don't have kids involved, and they are, Andy's leading the way as a president, and Candy keeps up with every penny.
That's right. They do a phenomenal job, and Charlene just works her tail off making sure everything is where it is. Carrie Wooten managing the concession stand as a volunteer.
That's right. Yeah, I mentioned
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, Charlene does have a kid in the program today.
Yeah, Charlene's got a kid in the middle school. Doesn't have one in high school.
That's right.
But yet she's still here. Trying to see who our captains are tonight, Brandon. I see
we got
Carter Mann, Andrew Waldrop, and Cason Owensby looks like.
Game for Coosa Eagles. Number 8.
We got Moreland.
Sawyer Moreland, I'm sorry.
And Cason Owensby.
Henry Davis in the 4th. Number 63, Gage Cole. Number 7, Dalton Bent.
We're going to have to engage us a spotter here.
Yeah.
Number 59, Tyler Hart.
Looks like the rain may be.
It's kind of letting up a little bit.
Letting up just a little bit.
Coosa's got some good-sized linemen out there. Brandon 60's a big kid. Number 70's a big kid. They've got some size up front.
They do.
Number 1 plays some running back for him. He's a big guy. He's a senior.
See the opening kickoff.
Looks like Coosa's going to get the football first.
They want to try to drive it and control the clock and get some field position. Of course, they want to score, but I think that's a smart move by Coosa. I was surprised last week when Chattooga deferred.
I was surprised.
And gave us the football first. That didn't work out really well for those guys. So
Carter Mann takes the opening kickoff, takes it to their 30, and
the Big Eagles round the ball as they take the field. Final home game, 2021.
Comes the Coosa Eagles through the banner with some fog and smoke going there. So
looks like they're going to only dress about, I don't know, somewhere around 30 kids, between 30 and 35 kids.
Yeah, not a lot. I looked at the roster off Max Preps. It was maybe 42 kids, and as we all know, through attrition, you never end up with what you started with. So, yeah, it looks like about 30, 35 kids there. Jack Katner set to tee it up. Let's see if he can get one in the end zone in this cold weather. If you hadn't saw it on Facebook or Twitter, you got to see Hayden Lentz kicking a 60-yard field goal there in practice Thursday, I guess it was. That was pretty amazing to see. And Jack has that same top leg. I've watched him kick on 50 yards in practice consistently.
That's incredible. Those are weapons, and Chad said it best. Coach Cheatham said it best. You know, it's the good thing is we haven't had to use them, and the bad thing is that they don't have the exposure that they could have gotten just by that. But we've tried one field goal this year. Just fortunately, we've been able to make it happen. Took the kickoff at the 10.
Taken by number 7, who's a wingback. He's got some running room. Katner, the kicker, saving a big long run. That's Dalton Denton, a senior wingback. As you can hear, again, we're underneath another speaker. So he returns that thing up to close to midfield. He must have stepped out way back at about the 46-yard line. I'm not sure how they spotted it there. He was well in the field of play, I thought.
I thought he was well beyond.
So they're going to line up in a wing T look, bring number 11 into motion, and give to the fullback, Big Logan Long. Just reaches and tackles him from behind there.
Tackle after about a 2-yard gain.
Looks like Cason got in on the action as well.
Cason in there. That's number 7 in it, tailback Dalton Denton, the kid that had to return. Quarterback running a play in. They're in no hurry out of the huddle. And we thought they would try to run as much clock as possible.
Well, that would certainly seem like a good game plan.
Quarterback looking to throw. He's got a guy that's picked off by Carson Collis.
Looks like it's an interception.
It looked like somebody tipped it and Collis picks it off. And they do say he caught it. He got his hands up under it. Looked like maybe Reese or one of the outside backers actually got a hand on it. So they had him wide open. He just sat down in the zone and a little stick route. And somebody tipped it and it just floated it up over the receiver's head. So big turnover. Somebody took a chance of throwing it in the weather and it doesn't pay off.
Great start for the Rebels.
Reese at quarterback. He's in a power set, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to give to Austin Garland, trying to get around the left side. He does run over a guy. He's going to have 6-7 yards before he's pushed out.
Ball carrier pushed out of bounds.
Big contact there by Garland, just squared him up and
Yeah.
just kept going.
Second 3.
One guy had a chance to tackle him in the backfield, but Garland was really already past him. So they get the edge, they give him 7. Fannin's going to line 2 receivers up to the right of Reese. He's going to flip-flop Garland, put him on his right. He's going to run it left. Garland's got a big hole, runs over a guy. He's got a first down. Cade Sands with a big block in there.
Great job by our guys up front, getting it open for Garland. He didn't even attempt to make a move right there, just ran over him.
Garland's not a big back, but he doesn't shy away from contact at all. So none of these Fannin backs do. Garland's going to stay in that same formation, just a little more of a pistol look. Reese is going to keep it and run behind Garland. He's tripped up after a gain of about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
We've been seeing Cason Owens be a little bit earlier in the game right here, but I think he's battling a little bit of a calf injury this week. I talked to him for a second. He said he's healthy, ready to go. So I'm sure we'll see him at some point. Garland's doing a great
that
job
calf
right
injury, if we can just get him on defense tonight, that's a plus.
Absolutely.
Reese in the gun, same formation again. Garland, Reese going to zone read it and keep it. He's got a first down and then some. Safety trips him up, but he's going to get about 10 or 11 yards and a Fannin first down.
Looked like Reese had it covered up with both hands as he came through the line of scrimmage there, just securing the football.
Yeah. They're going to play a 3-4 defense. Looks like they're going to stay in that 3-man front. So that lets our guards get out and pull. Here comes Rico pulling. Linebacker shoots a gap. Garland's going to lose a yard.
Ball carrier tripped up in the backfield, loss of about 2. Posted Eagle went on the tackle.
Great job by 42 there. He got off a block. He's playing that outside backer spot. Read his key there, saw the guard pulling, and he shoots a gap there.
That's 2nd and 12 here, looks like.
Reed's going to keep it. He's got the edge. He's got close to a first down before he's pushed out of bounds. He'll get about 8 and make it 2nd and 7 after the yard loss.
Ball carrier knocked out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
In that formation, we had 2 more guys over there than they could defend. So, and he's got this left side edge again, and that's what he's going to run. Reese going to have, he's slid up, look like, Brandon.
He did. He slipped right there when he tried to make a cut. But we're going to be about 4th and a long 1. I'll tell you, Fannin's not interested in getting in the huddle and slowing it down. They're doing what they typically do.
As Andy says, going this NASCAR package.
Stopped after a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Run the same thing again. Reese got 3 guys leading the way for him out there on basically an outside backer in the corner. So until they adjust to that, that's going to be there all night long.
Yeah, he picked up a first down and then some.
Yeah, just not enough bodies to set the edge when Fannin lines up in that formation.
It's just simple math, isn't it?
It is simple math. 2 receivers right. He's going to give to Garland. He's got a big hole over left tackle. Runs over a guy, stays on his feet, and he's going to score.
Listen, the line did a great job of blocking it and creating a scene for him, and he took advantage of it and went to the house.
Yeah, he was in the 3rd level before anybody really got a hand on him. So
you're just not going to arm tackle him tonight.
No. Fannin's found something around the left side in the run game that they like, and they're going to stay there till Coosa adjusts.
Score with just about 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game.
Catner on for the extra point with Reese holding. Good snap. Oh, it's blocked.
Point after attempt is blocked.
Big number 70 shot a gap, got a hand on it.
And that's one of those things that you don't think about with a wet football, and that's getting the snap back there quick. That it affects all facets of the game when you're the one touching the football. So.
Yeah, it does. And big number 70, he come through clean, and he's a big tall kid. He looks like he's about 6'4", so he done a great job. That's Millsap, a senior, listed at 6'2", 270. He's a big kid.
Big kid.
So Fannin up 6-0. Coosa goes back on offense. See if we do a better job in kick coverage this time, Brandon. We let them get it up close to midfield last time.
I'm sure there's conversations with some special teams folks over there, so we'll see.
Rain's kind of picked up a little bit. Jack may just line drive this one.
That's probably not a bad idea. Just watch it roll or bang off somebody. It just be hard to deal with a line drive right now.
And he does line drive it, and it's going to roll all the way in the end zone. He line drives it right down the middle hard. Goes to the end zone. Jack kind of straightened that thing up on the tee. You kind of thought that's what he might do. Got the football vertical where he could line drive it.
It looked like it hit on about the 10 and skipped past the goalpost on one skip.
So that'll back them up to the 25. Number 10 quarterback, and he's got the play. He's ready to go. Hayden McBurnett's their quarterback. They're going to run right up in over left guard. Picks up. They give him a yard. They give him 2, 2nd down and 8. A lot of guys playing both ways for Coosa, looks like. Going to give on a jet sweep to number 11, makes a nice cut back. Wilder up tackles him after he picks up about 4 or 5. Give him 6, 3rd and a couple yards to go. He made a nice little cut there, found some grass. He made it look jet sweep, but he was looking for that cutback the whole way. It's a nice run.
Was a nice run. I know they're looking for some momentum here. Got 3rd and 2. They're in a good spot to move the chains.
They're going in the gun. Quarterback's going to give
Nate Maloof
to number 7. Maloof corrals him up.
Handoff goes to number 7, Dalton Denton. Man in the backfield for a loss of 1. That'll make it.
I don't see the chains moving yet, so obviously he's about, I don't know if he lost or not, but he's there.
Yeah.
So he didn't.
It's
The down
going
marker
to
didn't
be
move.
going to be 4th down. Looks like a punt team coming in. They're bringing a bunch of players off and a bunch of faster-looking guys on the field. See if we can block one or get a bad snap here. Denton runs the ball and he punts the ball, looks like. Good snap. Left-footed kick is high and short. Fannin players is going to let it go. It's going to take a Coosa roll up to about the 45,
Looks
46
like we're going to have a rough in the punt. We're going to have a rough in the punter.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah,
I believe they're
there
going
is
to
a
get the
flag.
football back.
Reese talking to the referee to no avail. Personal foul, roughing the kicker against Fannin.
Personal foul, roughing the punter.
Gonna be
So
a
we
first
rough the
down.
punter. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. It almost looked like he was blocked into him, but there was a pile of people in there.
That's what I thought, and it looked like Reese was probably pleading his case for this, just the same thing, that he was blocked into him.
After the penalties assessed, that'll be good for Giggity Sports Bar and Grill. First down, Eagles.
First down, Eagles from their own 42. Wing T formation. Out of the gun. He's going to. Ball is on the ground. Fannin's got it. Or we had a good shot. Yeah, we got it.
Play recovered by Fannin.
That's Rico.
Coming from the right side.
Ricardo Arianes with a fumble recovery. The ball never got into the running back's belly. Just popped right out, laying on the ground for Rico. So that makes up for the roughing the kicker call, or roughing the punter. Reese stays at quarterback with trips right. Could be a screen right here. No, they're going to bring Davis in motion and tighten him down. Ball is on the ground again. Fannin fumbles it, and he's going to be thrown for a big loss by 42. That's Bryson Holloway on the carry.
Ball carrier tackled by
I think that's probably one of the worst things, other than injuries, about a wet football game is you're having to deal with a wet football, and there's going to be a lot of fumbles.
Yeah, we already see the wet football taking its toll. We've not done that a lot at all this year. Andrew Holt's having a good game, a junior linebacker for Coosa.
Lynch switch sides there.
Reese is going to take that edge again, and he's breaking tackles. Got a first down, stays on his feet. He's going to score. Just not enough bodies over there to stop that play.
quarterback in. For
Looks like Bryson Holloway led him around the corner and made a good block to seal the edge for Reese. Looks like we're going to go for 2 right here, Eddie.
Yeah, Coach Cheatham go for 2, try to make it 14. It's just 3 guys on 2 blocking over there. Fannin's found something really good on that left side. Going to line Collis and Carter Man out wide left. They're not even going to move a corner over there. Reese is going to keep it, and he's got a hole, and he's in for the 2-point try, running left again.
Good.
Make it 14-0.
4 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That brings the score Fannin County 14.
So Fannin jumps out to a good early lead after the Eagle turnover. Jack going to get a workout again tonight.
Our official health care provider for the school nurses help keep our students healthy every day. Learn more at floyd.org. Don't forget to visit the concession stands on the south end of the field, up on the home side.
All right, let's see what Katner wants to do here.
Great food, great prices. Also plenty of Eagle gear. Wonderful prices.
He's patting him out a nice flat spot to set his tee up.
The kickoff for the Eagle will be number 11, DJ Haynes.
Got it straight up and down again. Looks like another line drive kick coming up.
Looks like they have shifted a back kind of to the middle of the field. We'll see if they're able to try to return it.
Gets under a little bit. They got a chance to return this one. Number 7 again. Brian Stiles wraps him up immediately.
Number 7, Dog Benton on the return, brings the ball up to about the 23-yard line.
Isaac Davis finishes it off.
23.
Good coverage that time.
You can always depend on Brian Stiles and Isaac Davis to be down the field getting after somebody every play.
Every play.
Looks like we're doing some subbing early. I know we did a little bit on that on our first drive or second drive on defense. Looks like we got several kids in there now.
Bryson Fink in at nose. Gonna run a jet sweep over here. Picks up a couple. Cade Sands in there along with number 30. Pearson, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's
And
JP.
about 2, that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Case Holloway in on the line along with Fink. Jason Pearson at outside backer giving Seth Reese a little blow. That Maloof staying at left D end, it is.
It is. White jerseys looking good already.
Yes, they are. Coach Holloway's got his work cut out for him, turning those things back white. Little jet sweep to number 11. Somebody's got him by the jersey.
And off goes the number 11, DJ Haynes over the right end.
Somebody had a handful of jersey and jerks him down from behind. Might have been Kaysen.
3rd and 11.
3rd and long for the Eagles.
They do have a pretty good size line. Looks like 60 coming off the field there, big kid. They ran 52 or 62. It's hard to tell. Another big kid. Pretty good size.
Yeah, they do have a nice size offensive and defensive line. Pistol set here, a double wing. Quarterback's looking to throw the slant. He's way behind his intended receiver. Collis on the coverage. It's incomplete, 4th down and long. Pass was intended for Harley Brock there, a junior.
Punt team coming back on the field.
See if Corbin can get a nice return here. He's dangerous in the punt return game.
He is.
Last punt, of course, we had the penalty, but it was high and really, really short.
Rain's coming back down pretty hard again.
Did we ever figure out the stats on how well Corbin was doing ranked-wise for the punt return?
I didn't get a chance to look at that, Emma, but
we
got
did
to.
it again.
It's going to be short again. We've hit the kicker again. We got a flag again. That's going to be Collis.
At the 42-yard line, there's a penalty flag on the play.
Fannin's really going after the punter.
Penalty be assessed against Fannin.
The contact's probably not as bad as the kicker led it to believe, but we did make contact, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I had a text a minute ago said the kicker needs to sign up for drama class, and he's good. He's a good actor, no doubt. There was some contact, but that's what you do as a kicker, right? You got to make it look way worse than what it was.
Well, he's done a good job of extending 2 drives for him. So hopefully we'll have the same results and get the football back right here and go again. Those are the penalties that'll hurt you, let them hang around, and this is what we were talking about before the game.
Yeah, that's 30 yards and 2 penalties and 2 first downs. That's tough.
We would have had the football on about the 40.
Throw the slant again. Slant's not going to work on number 16 over here. Collis undercut that one. If that ball is accurate, Carson Collis is walking into the end zone.
He anticipated well.
He does such a good job making guys fight to get off the ball, off the line of scrimmage.
He does a great job of that, and it's obvious that in his preparation goes from the entire week outside of practice because he knows what they're running, when they're running it. He is a tough kid.
They're going to go wide receiver right and left. You're going to run little dive action. It's going nowhere. Cade Sands in there.
Along with about 8 others. Case and Owens be in there. The D-line in there.
Handoff number 9.
It's hard to move those two big nose tackles that Fannin's got in Long and Fink, and even when Brian Stiles comes in, he's a quick kid, so he's a great change up at that zero technique too. So,
but Logan Long and Fink both just big kids, big strong kids.
yeah, big 300-pounders, just hard to move.
They're hard to do anything with.
Jet sweep, number 11 cuts it back, picks up
Handoff goes to number 11, DJ Haynes.
maybe a yard. Haynes doesn't take it wide. He's looking for the cutback. He just kind of patiently gets out there on the edge and then cuts the football back.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Fannin. It's their first warning.
Sidelines are very small here, so
That'll bring up
that could be a problem.
Yeah, very small. Very small on both sides, Brandon, home and visitors. That's a great point. There's not a lot of room to. If you get behind the white line, you're basically up against the fence. And I don't think coaches are comfortable being that far, or what seems like that far back.
No, they're not. Looks like Brian Stiles is on the field, so I'm assuming we're going after another one right here.
I think we are. They're going punt safe that time. He's got a chance to return it. Corbin picks it up. Nice open field tackle there by number 13. Trips him up.
We'll have the football on our 30. Not terrible field position to start the drive. Got about a minute 30 left in the first quarter.
Coach Kuna coaches special teams. He saw enough flags. He went punt safe that time.
I can't say as I blame him.
I can't say that I blame him. Minute 30 left. Scoreboard says 14-3, but that can't be right.
That's not correct. Yeah, if we'd have got a third one of those in a row, Coach Cheatham could have got something other than a sideline.
Yeah, it could have been bad. Bryson Holloway got the left side again. What a great block out there on the edge by number 21. That's Easton Chancey.
Pushed him out of bounds on looks like the 49 or the 44. 44, I'm sorry.
About 14 yards, that'll make it first and 10.
I'm peeking around the corner here to try to see where we are.
Yep. Kind of blocked in here, a small window. Emma doing a great job with the camera from there. We're trying to stay out of her way, but yet be able to see. Going to run left again. Picks up a couple. Coosa finally adjusts a little bit to that run to our left and their right.
Short gain of about 2. That'll make it 2nd and 8.
They walked the safety up over there and slid the linebackers over. Fannin going to go twins right. He's got man all the way around if he wants to take a shot. And the ball is on the ground. Reese slides up. Looked like he was running a little zone read action. Not sure if he was going to throw it or run it, but he lost the football and his footing about at the same time.
Yeah, and it almost looked like he almost lost it again, so wisely just goes down and makes sure he has the football.
That portion of the field is really kind of torn up a lot where Seth slid up. You can see the adjustment now. They've walked the DBs up. End of the quarter, Fannin leading 14-0. shout out to our sponsors again really quick. Tonight's game sponsored by Go Green Spray Foam and Greg Reese. Kevin Painter Insurance, a sponsor, Woodman Life, Richard York, Mountain Valley Bank, The Sweet Shop, Messere Orchards, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program, Escape Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country, ETC Security, Mountain Place Realty, United Community Bank, Fannin County Land Development, the Trailer Drive-In. Thank you to all the sponsors that make it happen. We appreciate you very much. And again, if your business wants to sponsor and be advertised on this show, just contact Bubba Gibbs at the high school, and he will hook you up.
We really do appreciate all of y'all sponsors out there.
Absolutely.
I believe for the first time since kickoff, it stopped raining.
It has stopped raining. We're switching ends. Maybe get out of that little bit of a mud hole there and get into some better footing here. So they're going to walk them down in a box, Brandon. Play straight man. They'll keep a single high safety here in this tight formation that Fannin's in. Got Davenport and Lynch lined up to the right.
Looks like got about 3rd and 17.
Over there to be 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, the man says. You're correct.
Their chain crew's not near as efficient as ours.
They are not. Reese fumbles the snap a little bit again. He's going to pull it down, make the throw. He's got a guy caught by
I think we're going to have holding.
Hayden Lynch. Got flags everywhere.
Here's a penalty flag on the play.
I think it's going to be holding, no doubt, just based on where it's at.
Nice throw. Seth didn't panic. He just gathered himself and hit Lynch. He comes from his right all the way across the field to his left.
Against Fannin County.
Holding against the Rebels, going to make it 3rd and really long. That route you see all the time in college and pro football now. It's just almost impossible to cover that thing if you get time to throw it.
That's right. And there's not a throw in high school football that Reese just can't make, really.
No, he's got the arm to sling it all over the field.
After penalty says that'll make it 3rd and a long way.
So the penalty bug's kind of reared its head again here tonight, Brandon. Fannin's going to go twins right, see if they play it safe or do we throw it? Reese looking to throw, got a blitzer, steps through it, and they're finally going to sack him.
Coosa Eagles in on the stop there, led by number 70. Hill was still snap.
Seth having a little bit of trouble fielding the. It's a good snap. It's just, I know the ball's wet and slick in his hands. He's trying to turn it to the laces and kind of dropping it a little bit. But a big stop by Coosa right there. They couldn't afford to go down another score.
That'll bring up 4th and 27. Great stand.
We need to get a good punt off right here and flip the field.
Yeah, now we got to snap it and punt it here.
That's right.
They're going to drop back 2 guys.
Jack standing on our own 9.
Number 12, Josh Dixon, and 13, Holly Brock.
Oh, looks like
Punt save, Jack, low line drive kick down the middle. Fielded there by number 12 with nobody in front of him. He's got the sidelines. Pushed out of bounds after a nice return. Styles kind of gets a hand on him and spins him around a little bit, and he runs him out of bounds. Smart punt return by the guy. He looked up and saw nobody ahead of him, so he just fielded on the hop and took off.
1st and 10 Eagles from Fannин's 30-yard line.
They definitely flipped the field, Brandon.
they did. They did. Their best field position of the night.
They broke the huddle with 12. Not going to be called. Jet sweep, ball on the ground again. They just have struggled with that 2 or 3 times already.
That'll make it 2nd. 16.
I don't understand why it wasn't called when they broke the huddle with 12.
I'm not sure. I thought this guy was lining up at a wide receiver spot, and he just came on off the field. That should have been a legal substitution penalty. But nevertheless, 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16.
I recognize that. That was called on us 2 Saturdays ago in 6th grade football.
Yeah, yeah, it's a penalty. They're going to split one guy right.
They
Got some
jumped.
movement over there. The tight end jump. They caught that one. Be a false start.
Penalties against the Eagles, illegal procedure.
42, the tight end on the left, got an early start.
Looks like that's going to give them about 2nd and 21.
Yeah, and that's tough to overcome when you're a predominantly running team. Number 10 comes to the sideline every down to get the play, looks like.
That's one of those things that you don't necessarily thinking about, but take a kid that's taking a lot of snaps, especially both ways. You can use a lot of energy when they're crossing the field.
Yeah, that's a lot of yardage running all the way from the left hash to the right sideline. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass is tall, intended for number 12.
Pass ball is incomplete, intended for number 12.
And he's bracketed by Carter and Seth
3rd, 21.
on that play. That's Josh Dixon, the junior, who pass was intended for. Really no window to throw that in. Good coverage.
Glad to see school board members, Mr. Daniel Waite, Jay Shell, and their families. Appreciate you being here and supporting the Eagles.
A few more Fannin fans have made their way in the stadium, Brandon.
Looks a lot better than
Not
it did at kickoff.
Not a bad crowd for such a rainy, cold night on the road.
And being so far away, too. A far away road game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drive over here. First matchup, last year's Coosa game, would have been at Fannin, and it was canceled due to COVID with a Coosa team. Coosa going to take a timeout. I think this one over. Important drive here with this kind of field position. I know they'd like to get a bunch of that yardage back where they could go for it on 4th down. Watch their field goal kicker warming up. He's a pretty good kicker, got a good leg. I don't know if you would try a field goal in this weather and this condition or not, but he's a pretty good looking kicker.
Speaking of that last Coosa game, did we play it here?
We did not.
We didn't play it at all.
Yeah, they canceled.
Okay.
It should have been played at our place last year, and COVID got them.
When play resumes, it'll be 3rd and 21 for the Eagles from Fannin 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, ball is loose. That's a fumble. His arm was never going forward.
For some reason,
He lost it when he was making his backward throwing motion.
we scooped that up, and for some reason, Waldrop didn't take off with the football.
Did they blow it
They finally
dead, calling
blew
it
it dead.
incomplete?
They finally blew it dead.
It was never close to incomplete. As his arm was moving backwards, the ball just slid on out. He never even really started a forward motion. I'm assuming Waldrop didn't run it because of the whistle. Brandon, is that?
Well, they didn't really blow the whistle until he kind of stood there for a second. I'm not sure what was going on. Looks like they're getting together, trying to make sure they get it right.
Looks like a Wild Kingdom episode with all the zebras huddled up there in center field. And he calls it incomplete. You have to be kidding me. And the side judge says his arm was going forward, and that is awful.
4th and 21.
Wow.
That was awful.
That is awful. We're going to get the
It's
football
not even
back.
his call. The White Hat should have saw that. We get the ball back, but man, that's terrible.
I think they need a little bit of instant replay action.
Need some instant. Emma's got it. We can show it. Should have been a fumble and a touchdown. But nevertheless,
We're going to get the football, just probably not near as good a field position.
Corbin can just take it on back to the house and even it up here. Fannin has no interest in hitting this punter again. Corbin's going to let it roll down to the 10. So they do at least flip the field, pin us deep at the 10.
Denton's punt rolls in at the
It's just a chance for more yardage.
Fannin takes over.
That's right, about a 30-yard punt there.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate call right there.
We got the ball back with 8:50 still left in the second quarter. What do you think we can do with it?
8:50, plenty of time. Got timeouts left. We'll split one receiver out left, Carter man. Gonna give it around. Reese is gonna keep it, got a flag down. Reese breaking tackles, jumping over people, he's got a first down. Check the flag.
Ball carrier is finally tripped up after the game.
I'm going to guess holding again. Just a guess.
And it is holding.
Initial signals holding against Fannin.
So they've adjusted to try to take away that run around the left side, outside. So what Fannin's doing now is they're going to zone read and fake that, and Reese is going to keep it and go around the right side, which worked for 11, 12 yards, but a holding call negates that. Be half the distance, 1st and 5 from the 5. But that was a good play call there.
Yeah, you'll take those all night long, just clipping them 10, 11, 12 yards at a pop. You'll take that every Friday night, actually, on first down.
Reese going to run QB power over left guard. They stack it up, picks up a couple.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be second 10.
Yeah, second and 10.
That'll bring up second 10.
Got 5 out of it. That's a nice gain.
The second 10's manageable.
Yeah. Their D-lines, they've got a big nose tackle in, number 70. He's really in a one technique, and Reese's tackle immediately.
Number 70. Lois Millsap on the top of the Eagles.
Nice play by number 70 because he was on a stunt, headed straight to the running back and just reaches out his left arm, makes a tackle there. So nice play by number 70. The big nose tackle there. The right defensive end is not a big kid at all, Brandon, and we've been running to that side a lot.
He's not. He looks like he's probably under 200 pounds, would be my guess.
Yeah.
There we go to the right. Oh, great move.
Reese jumps
Great
over
move.
a guy, got a first down,
Still going.
and then some.
Still going.
Slides out of bounds in the mud.
Reese found the mud hole.
Hope they got showers in there. Reese going to need one.
It'd be a ride home to Blue Ridge without one.
That's right.
37. That's good for Fannin. First down.
Great
Yeah.
run by Seth there.
Yeah, he just hurdles a guy trying to go low and never misses a beat.
Check that, make it to 33.
70 is seriously muddy himself. I don't know where he landed.
71 with a nice tackle. He comes in untouched and tackles Garland for a big loss.
Number 70 to Lois Millsap.
They are slanting all over the place, making it a little tough on the O-line. They're lining up in the gaps and shades and just stunting and kind of guessing and taking a shot at it.
Check that, make it 71. Hayden Morgan.
Reese around the right side, got a big running lane. Hurdles another guy. He's got another first down.
Looks like they're going to mark him down about the 46, 47 probably.
Yeah, Fannin driving.
Ball carrier finally tackled about the
What was
47-yard line. The Eagles
dominating the left side is now the right side. See if Coosa tries to adjust to that. That jumping over guys is pretty, but it scares me a little bit, Brandon. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
Garland with a big hole over
great
right
burst.
tackle. He's going to split the safeties and be tackled at about the 10. Big hole. Got a flag on the play way down the field.
Garland showed what kind of speed he has right there when he made the turn. He was gone.
He was shot out of a cannon right there. See what the flag is. The flag's right where
penalty flag on the play.
we had a lineman on
We did.
top of a defensive lineman there, and they threw the flag. So let's see. It's going to call it holding.
Calls holding against Fannin.
That'll be from the spot, so it still may be a first down. Let's see. It's going to be a yard short, maybe, of a first down.
Hard to tell. The hashes are going
Yeah.
away quickly.
It's going to be 2nd and 1. David Mashburn in at quarterback, following Garland. Mashburn's going to score.
Oh, and we're going to get it again.
Another penalty flag again.
Flag on the play.
Great run by David.
Yeah, David showing some speed there. You kind of get thunder and lightning there with David and Mashburn. You just get it from the quarterback spot. David's got great speed.
He does. Great speed. Showed some
And that's a
vision
big
there.
sudden change going from that big bruising runner to the speed guy.
Looks like we had a lineman down the field again, so,
Illegal block in the back.
you know, you're just wondering,
A block in the back.
wow.
Way behind the play, you know, that's the frustrating part. Is he pulling? Pickle pulling on those plays, and I think they call that one on him. It's tough when you're way downfield and a guy turns on you. That's a tough penalty to take. This will be 1st and 10.
Mashburn still in at quarterback.
Mashburn going to run the same play. Breaks a tackle. Picks up nice yardage up to the 25.
Eagles in on the
Fighting
tackle.
hard there.
Gain of about 6.
Just about
Give him 6.
5.5 minutes left till half.
Plenty of time to score. Got timeouts in our pocket. No need to rush. Just want to finish with a touchdown here.
Yeah, you certainly like to go to halftime up 3 scores.
I saw him on the sideline trying to get all the mud off of Reese there, so he can grip a football. Cade Sands in at fullback. Going to give the outside stretch zone play to Garland. He's got the edge across the 20, slung down by the safety.
Ball carrier tackle is about
Again,
He's
Garland
got
showed that burst.
Another first down.
That's good for a Fannin first down. That is 1st and 10 from the Eagles 17.
We've got Mashburn in back at quarterback, and you also got, looks like Reese is back on the field, so we're going to see him lining up somewhere different. You never know for sure where they're going to line him up, but it's going to be somewhere
Got Reese
different.
at tailback, looks like.
We do.
He's going to run behind Big Reese. He bounces outside. Picks up maybe a yard. He bounced it out. Reese cut up inside.
Ball carrier
And
stopped by number 7.
David stayed wide.
After a gain of about 1, that'll make it 2nd.
My suggestion would be just get behind number 23 and run.
Seems like that'd be a safe place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
We talked to our little guys about grabbing the jersey and just following along.
Yeah,
You
follow that lead blocker.
Seems like that'd be a good spot to be behind Seth there.
Going to give to Seth. Cade Sands trying to get a block. can't get the block, and Reese is going to be stacked up.
Ball carrier tripped up after a short gain of about 2. That'll make it.
Give him 3.5 minutes left. Fannin in no hurry. Right here, don't have to be in a big hurry.
Owensby's in the game at tailback.
Casing in the first time at tailback. In a pistol set. Give is to Owensby. He's tripped up immediately by
Big nose guard.
that big 70. He's made a bunch of tackles tonight. We're having a hard time blocking him, man. He just gets in that shade and slants hard.
Does big kid. I think I had him listed.
Yeah, he's a quick kid too, man. He's got a great first step.
He is.
He's just slanting across people's faces. We're going to have to get hands and wash him, just wash him down. But he comes through there so quick. It's a hard cat to block for sure.
He is. It's like we just took our first time out of the half.
What we got left, Brandon? 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the half.
Cameron Motorsports. Great food, great prices.
Seth Reese is a very athletic person. I mean, not only does he have speed when he's running, he also, the jumping hurdles there. And
hurdling those guys.
And he's strong, too. He's able to push past, break tackles and everything. It's
He's
really
definitely a
impressive.
power runner. Yeah.
4th and 4.
4th down and 4.
Big play.
12-yard line.
Big
See
play
what
for Fannin.
comes up here. Going to kick a field goal, looks like, guys. Or fake a field goal, I'm not sure. Katner in, Reese to hold. High snap, Katner, it's a fake. And it's going to be complete. They pitch it back to Corbin Davenport. And it's caught by Carson Collis, I think.
Yeah, looks like he's inside the 5.
Yeah, inside the 5. It's hard to see around the corner here for us. You're good. So it is a 1st and goal.
Well-designed play. Well-designed. I was a little excited there, I'll be honest, about kicking a field goal. That could come in big at some point this season.
Yeah, we haven't tried many. Haven't had to, but haven't tried but, what, once or twice maybe.
I believe
yeah.
one.
I know we've faked one and tried one. Now we faked 2 and tried one. Reese back at quarterback.
Garland in at the tail.
Give to Garland, big number 70 again.
Ball carrier stopped in the backfield.
He's just shooting that gap every time.
I'm really glad y'all had warned me about the possible fake field goal there. I zoomed out ready for a field goal. Just going to sit back and watch it, and then Corbin Davenport over here is shaking things up on me.
Hey, Corbin with a nice throw. Nice pass.
It was a nice throw.
Nobody
Rolling
around
left.
Collis within. If it would have been a better pass, he would have walked in the end zone. It's hard to. He was rolling to his left, and he's right-handed, so that's a tough throw. Garland with a big hole, picks up a couple. Rico with a nice block.
Looks like he's down on the, between the 1 and 2.
3rd goal from the 2.
Fannin going fast right here. Ball is loose, still loose. Reese trying to fall on it, and he did get it back. Woo, that was close. That was close. Big 70 in there, trying to get his hands on it.
Loss of about 8 on that one. 4th and goal from the 10.
Do we field goal kick it here, or do we throw it? Let's see. Fannin probably going to let the clock run down, take a timeout, I would imagine. This is what Coach Cheatham will do. No, he's sending him back in. May have to take a timeout.
It's hard to tell. No play clocks here, Eddie. That's really aggravating.
I thought that was a rule. I guess it's not.
I thought it was as well, but obviously it's not. But he just wound the clock, so we've got plenty of time.
Okay. Somebody took
Timeout.
Coosa takes a timeout.
That was a strange,
I'm not sure how he just wound the clock.
Eagles second timeout.
like 14 seconds ran off. I mean, we had gotten the play. It was about a minute 15, and we ran it down to just a minute before he even wound.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
just a fumbled snap, and I was concerned we would get a delay of game there. But I didn't think the quarterback had a forward motion on the fumbled throw either. So what do I know?
What do you know?
What do I know?
Well, I know we need to score right here.
We do need to score.
We need points,
Agreed.
whether it's a field
Yeah.
goal or a touchdown. We need some points.
Yeah, 21-0 sounds much better than 14-0.
Fourth down and 10.
4th and 10.
We're definitely going for it right here. Two receivers to the right.
Do we rodeo, let Reese roll and throw?
I like the idea.
Get him to jump, hard count. Encroachment against the defense.
Offside Eagles, that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Gets half of it back.
That's big. That's big.
Now if you roll him out to throw, it makes the run a lot more viable.
I believe
So-
we'll see it right here. Just run away from 70.
Yeah, block 70, right?
He's having his way right now.
He's had a nice game there lined up in that center guard gap. Reese throws a slant.
There
It's
it is.
caught. Nice throw and catch by
Pass is complete.
Zach Corbin.
Touchdown, Fannin County.
Or is that Lynch?
That's Lynch. Yeah, Hayden Lynch, big number 2 on the slant.
Getting hard to
catches a
see those
touchdown.
numbers.
It is getting hard to see the numbers with all the mud. And Lynch catches that thing and slides about 4 or 5 yards on the ground. The field's obviously way more wet than what it looks from up here. These guys sliding all over the place. Jack's point is good. Extra point try. Fannin up 21-0.
Feels much better than 14.
Feels a lot better.
Fannin County 21, the Eagles 0.
Overcome a bunch of penalties and build a nice 3-touchdown lead here despite those penalties.
Kickoff for the Eagles will be number 7.
It's like the band's lined up, Emma, getting ready to go.
Always a good halftime show by our band.
Absolutely.
I know, and our band does amazing competitions too. Always lots of really good marks on them.
Yes. Award-winning band, right? Kantner set to kick it off right here. You can hear the Coosa cheerleaders rooting the team on here. Senior night at Coosa High School. Jack's going to squib it. Oh, it takes a bounce there off of number 12, but he's able to get back on it. So Coosa take over at about the 33-yard line.
51 seconds left in the first half.
Well, if you're Coosa, Brandon, do you take a shot or risk a turnover, or do you just run this thing and go in down 3?
Well, I mean, they know they're going to have to make something happen. So if you're able to score right here, change momentum a little bit. I don't know what they'll do, but, you know, it'd be awful tempting to take a shot and see if you can flip the momentum.
One win on the season, don't have much to lose, right?
Much to lose. They need to score right here. Looks like
Screen broken up by, who broke that up? Cade
Sands.
Cade Sands breaks it up, I believe.
Second team.
He read that screen well.
He did.
He saw enough screens and practicing against our offense to know what a screen looks like.
did a good job breaking the pass up. So obviously they're thinking, trying to make something happen. I don't know now. You're down to just 46 seconds, but they're in the gun. There he comes.
Gonna
Hand it
run
off.
dive to the fullback. Always breaks a tackle, stays on his feet. He's down the sideline, one man to
catch him.
beat. Carson Collis chases him down from behind. He just split that tackle guard gap like he was shot out of a cannon there.
Up to number 9, Deshaun Turner.
Big number 9, Turner on the run.
17-yard line, and it's good for a kick. It's first down, there we go.
I'd hate to see this announcer in a game if they were actually winning.
I would too.
This guy's got some fire and pep about him. Whew.
There's a chance we just have to shut
I
it
think
down.
it's all been bottled up inside him all year.
Yeah, I don't think they would even be able to hear us. 34 seconds left.
I don't think Dave Henson will like listening to this guy. Number 11 with a jet sweep. Breaking tackles, he's got the edge, and he scoots in the end zone. Great blocking up front by Coosa. And you can hear the announcer, he likes it.
Well designed, well executed play.
Was that jet sweep, finally got the edge sealed. Cade Sands got caught up in the trash there a little bit, trying to get over. Just a nice little play design. And it looks like they're going to kick it. Everybody's screaming about number 9 here. The Coosa player saying he's a freshman. And the kick is good.
Point after attempt is good. That'd have been good for about 60 yards. That makes it the Eagles 7, Fannin County 21.
Gotta love this announcer.
He is. I believe he's watched our Twitter account this week, making reference to 60.
I think
But he
is.
missed 5. It was 65, I believe. So
He says that extra point would have been good from 60. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
it'd be hard to prove otherwise, I guess, wouldn't it?
It would be. I'm certainly not going to run down there and step it off.
As the old saying goes, it's his story. He can tell it any way he wants to.
It's his story. He can tell it however he pleases.
Just wonder, 26 seconds left. Oh, they're lining up on the hash. We could see an onside kick right here.
Jose Valero.
Looks like we're expecting it. We got some. Looks like our hands team on the field.
Yeah, hands team here. This guy is a good little kicker, though. Like I said, I watched him in warm-ups. He's not a big kid at all, but he's got a big leg for a little guy. Got Reese up here on hands, Sands, Moreland, Collis, Cason's up there, David Mashburn, Lynch, got all our guys
We
up
got
here.
all skill and Dylan Collins mixed in there.
Yeah, Pickle got some glue on his hands ready to go.
Dylan's a good athlete, so if he's there, they trust him. We got one man deep. Looks like we got Bryson Holloway deep. Well, I say deep, he's on the 25.
Yeah, he's on the 25.
So, not sure what you're going to do. I know what we're expecting him to do. He kicks
And
it.
he's going to kick it
Gonna
away
kick it
out of bounds.
We're going to have great field position.
Yeah, that was not good execution, kicking that thing out of bounds. Coach is not happy.
That'll be illegal procedure against the Eagles.
Coach is not happy at all.
Take over first and 10 from now 35.
He's having a talk with the kicker. I don't know how you can chew him out. He just kicked a 65-yard extra point.
We're going to get the ball on the 35, I believe.
Sounds like a Kevin Painter tale. Hey, kudos to Painter. He's got a new Ricola cough drop commercial coming out from Switzerland. I know that's at his age, that's all he was able to do was film a cough drop commercial, blowing that big horn, the Ricola thing. So kudos to Painter. We're looking forward to see it. With his little knickers on, can't you? I can't wait.
I can see it.
Yeah, with his little knickers and that big bugle thing. I don't know what you call those.
Painter has plenty of hot air. He could certainly.
Absolutely.
He certainly would be good on that.
Absolutely.
Looks like we have. We're going to make him re-kick it right here.
He is going to re-kick it. That's a good idea by Coach Cheatham if it works, right?
Jose's good, but he needs a ball to kick.
An announcer says Jose needs the football. They put his football in the tent. Announcer's letting them know. Big number 70, who's made about 10 tackles tonight, he goes and gets the football. He's like, kick that thing to Fannin. I'm ready to make some more tackles.
We're dropped back a little deeper. We got two guys back. Deep kick.
Kick hits at the 15. Holloway's bobbling it around. Finds a hole.
Great seam.
Showing some speed around the left side.
Mashford lead block in there.
Yeah, nice block by the quarterback. Got a penalty flag. Could be a face mask. Let's see what the call is.
Led by number 52.
All of that to get the ball at the 29.
In the fourth, there is a penalty flag on the play.
Well, it's better than where he started.
3-yard line.
Looks like the referee and one of the coaches are we're having a discussion.
Personal foul.
Helmet on
Penalty
us.
against Fannin, personal foul.
Wow. Got a targeting foul.
I missed that one.
I missed that one too.
I missed it. The only person in the vicinity was Mashburn, and he made a block.
I thought it could have been a face mask there is what I thought he might call.
That's what I thought. I missed it. Maybe you guys at home caught it, but I certainly missed it. 11.3 seconds left right here the way it's going. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see us take a knee and go to the locker room.
But of course, if he made him re-kick it, maybe he's going to take a shot, man.
That's
we'll
possible
see.
too.
He's got Corbin Davenport lined up to the right. They're going to drop the safety back, but he's still, now they're just going to take a knee and let it go. Good half for Fannin. Take out all the penalties. It's really slowed us down from scoring. We've been able to score, but it's taken a lot more clock. Coosa's got to be happy scoring on their last possession there. So Coosa got a little bit of momentum going into the half. We're going to take a break. Emma's going to go live here with a Fannin County High School Marching Band along with the Coosa Eagle Marching Band. We'll be back shortly.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Fannin County Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Michael Gwatney, and Fannin County High School Principal Dr. Scott Ramsey proudly present the pride of the mountains, the award-winning Fannin County High School Marching Band. Tonight, we will perform our 2021 competition production. Join us as the Fannin Band takes you on a tour of the sun-drenched beaches and rocky hills of the Spanish countryside. The passion and color of Spanish dances come alive tonight as the Fannin Band performs Mediterranean Rhythms. Our soloists tonight are Brenna Harper, Ethan Jolly, Angel Garcia, Justin Tanner, Haley Joe Turner, Will Watkins, Hunter Satterfield, Gretchen Allwell, Lily Davis, Hannah Chansey, Simone O'Neill, Tanner Hamby, and Thatcher McDarris. The band director is Dr. Scott Barnstead. The assistant director is Mr. Ben Barber. The guard instructor is Mrs. Donna Weaver, and the percussion instructor is Miss Allie Lindstrom. And now, please direct your attention to the podium as we present drum major Hannah Mashburn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fannin County High School Marching Band.
Great rendition, halftime show by both Eagles and Fannin County band. This is then from the concession stand. We had a run on the shrimp po' boys, the roast beef sandwiches, and the prime rib. It's all gone. They still have plenty of cheeseburgers, hamburgers, great prices, hot chocolate, cold drinks, candy. Everybody needs a little candy on Halloween weekend. Don't forget to patronize those folks. All proceeds go to help Eagles Athletics and Band.
Halftime performance there. Great job by both bands. I think we had a little technical difficulty there. We apologize for that. Maybe during the Fannin band. Big shout out again to our sponsors. Tonight's game sponsored by Go Green Spray Foam with Greg Reese. Other sponsors, Kevin Painter Insurance, Woodman Life, Mountain Valley Bank, The Sweet Shop, Messere Orchards, Tri-State EMC, Brotherhood Oil, Empty Stocking Program, Escape Blue Ridge, Remax Town and Country, ETC Security, Mountain Place Realty, United Community Bank, Fannin County Land Development, The Trailer Drive-In. Shout out to all our sponsors. Teams are back out on the field, warmed up, loosened up. Fannin comes to the sidelines after their halftime stretching. Coosa just now finishing up. So Coosa with a little bit of momentum. Fannin will get the football first, I believe, Brandon, that's right. I think they took the football to start the game.
Had to think about that in a second because they turned it over so quick and we had it so early in the game. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to be getting the football back. Feels like that's could be big for us just because they scored there and had some momentum and we were a little sloppy.
Yeah, we need to turn this momentum around here, go down the field and score. I see Coach Cheatham out there walking around on the field. And it looks wet and slick, but it is for both teams, so we're ready to go.
Conditions are exactly the same for all of them.
So Coosa taking the field.
How different is it going from playing on turf to playing on grass field like this?
Well, it's a lot of difference. It's just way more, less sure footing, little potholes in grass, obviously, and especially this time of year when grass is not really growing, the Bermuda not growing, so
And you take
it's a big difference.
And the crown. You take the crown into effect.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
got
get
the
on
big-
turf and where it's you know you get some pretty big humps,
Number 8,
grass length.
Jose Valero.
And when it's soaking wet, that makes an even bigger difference.
Jose Valero set the kick for the Eagles. He's teed up at the 40, and he just walks up and kicks a line drive down to, well, out of bounds at about the 15. That'll be a penalty. He's trying to pin him to the side, but he's kicking it a little too far, and it's going out of bounds on him every time. See if Fannin makes him re-kick or if they take it there.
Looks like we're going to take it on the 35.
They're going to re-kick it.
Wow. You don't typically see that. Isn't that right, Ed? Don't we get on the 35 if they kick it out of bounds inside that?
Bryson Holloway back deep along with, is that Sawyer Moreland, I think, maybe?
I can't tell what number that is on the other side. Or is that Carson Callahan?
Could be 25 Carson Callahan, maybe back deep, young freshman,
Doesn't look
promising
big
looking running back.
It's 25?
Yeah, it is Carson
Trusty
Callahan.
spotter. It's confirmed. Yeah, Callahan's got a bright future.
High kick, fielded at the 30. Bryson Holloway picks up a block, trying to get outside to the right. Breaks another tackle, stays on his feet. He's got the edge, trying to beat the kicker. The
Great
kicker's
return.
yeah, makes that call look really good. Push him out up around the 35, 34. First and 10. Fannin.
Good return by Holloway. Sets
Good
us
return.
up nicely.
And this is a good time right here after a big return to take a shot.
Let's capitalize on this quick like we did last Friday night.
That's right. Reese at quarterback. Austin Garland back in at the tail. Officials timeout here. Waiting on the line judge to get set, and he does.
It would be nice to have a running clock fourth quarter.
It would be, Emma. I agree.
I don't think anyone wearing the white and blue will disagree with that.
They bring Collis in. They're going to give to Carson Collis a little new wrinkle. He's going to lose a yard.
First time we saw that formation tonight.
Okay, tackle in the backfield for a loss of 2. That'll bring up second 12.
Trying to pick up a block from Garland. Can't do it. Reese in the gun. Going to give to Garland.
Great
Makes
cut.
a nice cut up inside the tackle. He's got the edge. Chased down from behind by number 13.
Holly Brock.
Brock on the tackle. He's going to pick up about 9, be second or third down and a yard. 2 yards to go.
That'll bring up third 2.
I'll tell you, the way he got tackled there, I was thinking we could get a horse collar, but I guess he just had him wrapped up top. Guess he didn't change directions.
We're going to split Collis and Devaporn out to Reese's right.
We got
Reese
2 on
going to
1
keep
out
it,
there.
run behind Garland. Got a big hole. Pickle with a nice block. Hurdles the guy, steps out of bounds. Down, got a flag on the play. Push him out at the 10.
Eddie, we got 2 on 1 on the right side. They know it. We know it. We're not going to throw it that way.
No. Let's check the flag. Reese doesn't look happy. It is against Fannin. Did you see the signal, Brandon? I didn't
personal
see.
foul.
Personal foul against Fannin.
Fannin County.
I'm not sure what that would be. That's a personal foul signal.
I missed it again.
Is it a personal foul if you hurdle somebody?
I still say they need to get the instant replay. Check the Fannin Rebel TV out there.
That's right. You tell him, Emma. I'm with you, sister.
I'm not
You're
sure what
right.
else it could have been other than a personal foul for the hurdle,
He did hurdle a guy, and I'm wondering if that's what they called.
because there wasn't any contact.
The guy went low.
Uh-oh.
Snap goes past Reese. He's going to take it and roll right, slides up. Big loss on the
After
play.
a hot pursuit by number 7, Dalton Denton. Ball carrier trip.
don't think there's any doubt now how slick that field's getting.
That field is brutally slick in the middle of it. I don't know if they practice on this field or not, but a lot of wear and tear right in the middle of it. Katner on the punt. I'm not sure Reese was ready for the snap.
The net getting tore up is just making it even slicker.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really, really muddy. High snap fielded by Katner. Gets a nice punt away. Holloway in position to track it down and touch it down. He's going to let it take a rebel roll inside the 15. 1st and 10 for Coosa. Big stop for the Eagles. Fannin had a great drive going there until the personal foul penalty. It's not the first time Reese hurdled anybody all night, though. That's the confusing part. But
Eagles 14-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 14.
But a big stop, nevertheless, by Coosa. See, Fannin defense needs to step up big here like they have all year. Big Logan Long back in at nose. Oh, big hit there by Cason Owensby as he hits this tailback in the backfield.
Hand off to number 9.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if Coosa were to win tonight, how big would that upset the region standings?
Second.
It would shake it up big time. That would put a region loss for Fannin and one for Dade, one for Chattooga. So then you get into that tiebreaker mode. Then you really can't lose to Dade County and win a region. So
That's right. That's like Eddie mentioned earlier. It really put us in a must-win situation for next Friday night. You don't ever want to be in that spot if you can avoid it.
Coosa coach is not happy. He wanted a targeting call on Cason on that tackle. No call. Quarterback's going to roll right, look to throw. It's complete. Man, he threads the needle on that one. That was a dangerous throw, but he gets it over top of Moreland and in front of Owensby for a nice gain.
Not enough for a first down. This has got about 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 as he rolls to his right and drops one in. A little flood route. Little high-low combination there.
Eddie, it's starting to rain again here.
Number 11 trying to shake the mud out of his helmet there for Coosa. Cason tackling him. They both slid about 10 yards out of bounds. Quarterback stays in the gun, got twins right, brings the guy in motion. It's going right wherever it's going. Big Logan Long just takes him, gets on his back and rides him down for no gain on the play.
Haynes on the carry, loss of about 1. That'll make it 4th and 4.
Referee having a talk there with Sawyer Moreland. We definitely don't need a penalty here.
No, 4th and 4. Looks like they're going to punt it away.
That's a bad thing about having such a wet field is you risk injuries that you wouldn't usually have a problem with.
Yeah, we talked about that early. It's easy to get hurt, twist an ankle or a knee in this. High spiral short punt. It's going to land at about the 35 and roll up to about the 45-yard line exactly.
I don't know if you noticed the guy there that just was right there. The ball landed right in front of him. I believe it was number 12. As he tried to go to the football, you could just see grass and mud flying. He almost fell down.
Yeah.
So that field is getting really, really slick. And as the rain continues to come down, it's not going to make it any better.
Are they able to fix the field after a game like this, or what do they have to do with it?
This time of year, there's not a lot you can do with it. Grass not growing, it's kind of going dormant. Screen almost picked off. Man, he threw that thing right to number 7.
Number 7, Denton.
They saw that screen on film for sure. Trying to set up that little middle screen. Number 7 standing right there.
We've had great success with that play all year. We may need to set it up a little bit different.
Yeah, you can see it when our back runs flat. You can kind of tell course, we've watched it all year.
Right.
So outside zone give to Holloway, picks up a nice block, pushed out of bounds after a pickup of about 3.
7 Denton knocks the ball clear out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Lynch picks up a nice block on the edge to get him over there. Safety's coming down hard and fast. They're not really fearing us throwing the ball at all at this point.
Well, becoming one-dimensional in any football game is difficult. It makes it tough if you're no threat to throw it. He's putting on,
Davenport wide on the right. Got a receiver split left. That's Collis. Reese going to keep it tripped up by number 63.
Interior Eagles line.
That was another example of you just seeing that dirt flying as soon as their cleats hit
You
it.
can just see mud flying up every run.
looks like the corner out there is even lining up inside our receiver.
Yeah,
So he's not concerned at all.
No, they're not concerned at all. They're just keeping one safety deep just in case. Katner in the punt. Big stop again by Coosa. Katner's kick, nice punt, high spiral punt, fire called at about the 9-yard line.
They didn't blow that dead.
He fair caught that ball, and they didn't blow it dead, and he's down the sideline running out of steam, but, man, he's all the way out. He fair caught the ball. He signaled fair catch.
Cheatham is going
It's got to be a fair
crazy.
catch. Cheatham is livid, and I don't blame him. I think this side judge on Cheatham's side is going to correct it. They're going to throw a flag.
There's the flag.
It's going to be a delay of game for running. Of course, you can't blame the guy for running. They never blew it dead.
They never blew the whistle.
But you can't take off running after a fair catch. So, not really sure how he did not see the fair catch. Fans aren't happy. Cheatham's not
so.
happy.
You understand why the fans would be upset if they didn't see it. But if it would have been us, I probably wouldn't have saw it myself.
That was a fairly clear fair catch. I mean, usually I don't see a lot of the penalties, and I seen that one. So
he was very active giving the fair catch signal. And I think that was a D lineman maybe that chased him down. So
it was Rico or
Rico
Brian
catches
Stiles.
him. Yeah.
Rico and Brian Stiles.
Official call is fair catch and signal for. No advancement of the ball.
Marked off 5 yards.
So they'll mark it off back at the 5. 7, 8 yard line. Be first down. Coosa deep in their own territory. He definitely signaled fair catch. So
They got together and got it right, and that's what matters.
yeah, he got it right.
That's what matters.
We get a 3 and out right here, we should have really, really good field position. Pistol set for Coosa. Quarterback's going to just keep it. It's going to be a safety maybe. Now they're going to spot his forward progress at about the 1.
Number 10, McBurnett on the keeper.
Looked like the running back went the wrong direction.
Yeah, big mix-up.
Mix up there. Either he went the wrong way or the quarterback turned the wrong way. It's hard to know.
Somebody definitely went the wrong way. Almost cost them a safety there.
I believe that was Seth Reese that came crashing down. I'm sure Cade Sands was close by.
Yeah, all the blockers were over here on the right. Quarterback really had no chance when he had to roll to his left. Really didn't have a receiver over there, so no option to really just throw it away either.
It was a true naked boot.
It was a true naked boot. See if we can penetrate and get a safety here. We'd take that too.
Absolutely.
Going to give to the tailback. He's upended immediately. Case and Owensby in there on the stop.
That'll make it 3rd and 15 for 2.
Didn't gain anything right there.
No, ball still spotted on the 2.
We're about halfway into the 3rd quarter here.
3rd down and 15.
It's a big defensive play for us right here. We need a stop.
Brings the guy in motion. He stops. Gives it to that back. He breaks one tackle, picks up a couple, gets it out at least where they can punt it. Gets it out to the 5, be 4th down and about 12.
Ball carrier tackle at about the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 12.
So he's not punted the ball real well all night, so we should get great field position. Corbin,
About 32.
he's going to set up at about the 32.
The way he's punting it, they'll need a roll to get it that far. Here we come. We didn't hit him at least.
Corbin's got some room to run right here.
Did he fair catch it?
They throw a penalty flag. You can hear coaches screaming everywhere. They're going to say he fair caught it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't.
That was no fair catch.
There was no fair catch. Emma just pulled up the replay.
Did he even pick his hand up, Emma?
I don't think so.
So they're going to bring it back and
Signal for by Fannin County.
penalize Corbin
Delay again.
for delay of game. That's the call when you run after a fair catch. 1st and 10, Fannin from the 35, maybe, yeah.
How much of a penalty is a delay of
It's
game?
a
Like how many
5-yard
yards?
penalty. So they're saying he fair caught it at the 30, and they'll spot him at the 35 after the penalty.
Well, he was certainly inside the 30 when he caught it. I don't know how that's enforced for sure, but he was certainly inside the 30.
Screen to Collis, and he slides up in the mud. He had some running room.
Pass is complete. A loss of 2.
You can see how wet it is and slippery right there.
12.
2nd down and 12. Collis loses 2 on the reception.
The field's starting to look like a driving range. Lots of divots.
Lots of divots.
Lots of divots. Looks like I've been playing.
Reese going empty, trips right, Twins left. So, and they're going to stay with 6 in the box. Reese is going to keep it, run over left side, picks up a block from Sands. Ball is knocked out, but he's out of bounds.
Number 12, Josh Dixon.
They're going to spot him out at about the 21, 22-yard line. 1st and 10, Fannin.
1st down at the Eagles, 22.
Nice block by Rico. He just turns and seals that slanting nose tackle inside. Leaves an opening there.
Reese had lots of running room on that one.
Yes, he did. Gonna stay empty again.
Glad to see Reese put his mouthpiece in on this play.
Screen to Davenport, breaks a
There you go.
tackle, is around the edge, big hard hit, and a penalty flag. Not sure what that flag is.
10-yard line.
I have no clue.
Lynch on the reception, they're gonna call Lynch. They're gonna call holding against Fannin, I'm sorry. Or is that Corbin? That was Corbin on the reception, Davenport.
Penalty is against Fannin County holding.
Fannin grabs a jersey there. And that's happened a lot lately on the screens. Just in space, just kind of reaching out, grabbing cloth, and you can't do it.
Look, and especially tonight, your footing is so unsure. It'd be
Quarterback buck, right?
It'd be real easy to get called for holding tonight.
Yeah.
Second, 6. Make that gain of 3. Second, 7.
Second down and 7 to go. Reese picks up 3. Corbin split out right with Collis split left. No safety. Going to give to Garland. Runs into a pile of black jerseys. Picks up a couple maybe.
Doesn't look like they're going to give him anything.
Ball carrier stopped in the
No,
backfield.
they don't give him anything. Third down.
Bring up 3rd and 7.
.63 makes a stop there for Coosa. See what Fannin does here.
Reese coming left.
Reese gonna be stacked up after he picks up a couple.
It's like going to be a little short of the first.
3 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 3.
Announcer says 4th and 3. Looks more like 2. 4th and 2. Reese going quickly. He's going to keep it. Dive in for a first down and then some. Squirts out of the pile. He's got a first down.
Quarterback keeps up the middle.
Big effort by Reese.
And
Yeah.
4th, good for Fannin County first down. Once again on top of the Eagles. 43. Jacob Hughes.
Looks like Coach Collis made some adjustments with the line there. Number 70's not been as big a factor here in the second half.
I mean, we just got 1:33 left in the third quarter, so.
This went by fast.
This is a very quick quarter.
Got 2 guys kind of going at it there
In on top
a
of
little
the Eagles.
bit. Looks like Rico and 43, the linebacker, and there's a flag.
Flags. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Penalty against Fannin.
Rico let the emotions get the better of him there.
The real scary part about an unsportsmanlike, if he gets the second one, he would be ejected, and that's big next Friday.
That's right. So can't afford any more of those. He had a great block on the kid. They just kind of got into it while they were on the ground.
Uncharacteristic for Rico there.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's a build-up about 3 quarters in the making.
I think so. Tammon doing a good job now, kind of washing down on number 70. As he's in that gap between him and the center, Taylor Collis. Just got to be careful on that combo not to get a chop block out of that thing.
That's right. Got to be careful to not go high-low.
First and goal from the 20 after the penalty. Some discussion on the sideline about what down it is. They had it marked at second down. It's first down. Reese looking to throw, got a guy wide open. Moreland stretches out. can't make the catch, just a little bit too far out in front of him. Sawyer dives for it and can't come up with it. He had him wide open. Reese usually just zips that thing and puts it on him, but that wet football, I'm sure, is hard to grip. So a little bit more touch on that than what you normally see on that slant. Little RPO deal there.
Eddie, here's something interesting. In the fourth quarter, Pepperell is up on Chattooga, 28-14.
Yeah, I saw DJ Rogers is back healthy. Had a big week last week, so they're up on Chattooga. That's big for us.
It's really big for us.
Garland picks up 3, maybe 4 yards.
By host of Eagles led by number 43, Jacob Hughes. Gain of about 2.
I heard them discussing on the playoff show last night how few times Chattooga had beaten Pepperell in the last decade. It was, I believe, 1, maybe 2 times. So,
not many. Yeah.
You know, sometimes those barriers are just hard to break. You get a team, maybe you're better than them this year, but they've kind of had your number for a long time. And sometimes it's just hard to overcome it.
Yeah. Bremen was down. Hurd was up on Bremen 19-7 when we looked at halftime.
Still the score right now.
Union getting trounced by Raven County.
Seth.
Reese going to keep it and roll right. Pump fakes it. He's going to dive for them. Across the 5. Going to be 4th and goal, I guess.
As we start the fourth quarter.
So we'll swap sides.
About the 5-yard line will be 4th and goal from the 5.
4th and goal from the 5. Do you kick it or?
3/4 of the play.
Score. Eddie, I noticed too, they've taken Rico out there. Everybody understands how important that is for him to be with us next week.
Yeah.
Taking chances. There's some chippiness going on. Let's don't take any chances with him. He's a big part of our football team.
Yeah. He's probably our best lineman all around. A senior and a leader. So big 4th down. My guess is Coach Cheatham goes for it here.
Going into this fourth quarter, what do you think we need to do?
Cut out the penalties and we're fine. I mean, we're driving the field and we get a personal foul penalty and it's just penalties again killing us, Emma. I think if we do what we do without the penalties, we would be up about 42-7 right now.
We are. We're fine, and you know it's just a sloppy night. Everything about it's sloppy. It's, you know, I don't know that it's a knock on the team, but they tend to play up for big games, and sometimes when the games aren't big, they're fine.
Yeah,
but you mix all that together. They're teenagers.
Yeah. There's not a lot of Coosa fans here and a smaller Fannin crowd here. You just, like we said, maturity. This is where seniors got to lead, and we've got plenty of those that are capable. Owens to be in the backfield. Fannin's going to go for it. Reese looking to throw. He's got a guy.
Oh.
And a nice, that was mud flying around. He caught it, touchdown. I saw mud flying up. I thought that was a football, but it looks like Sawyer Moreland gets his hands under
Looks
it.
like we've got to have
We got
some
one
discussion.
guy going to call it incomplete. So.
And what's going to be crazy is the guy that was behind him. The guy that was facing him is going to give him a touchdown. The guy that's behind him.
Hopefully the guy that was facing him wins out.
I mean, the guy facing him has a much better view.
Yeah, he does. They give him the touchdown. Nice catch there by Sawyer Moreland.
It's certainly never wrong for them to get together and make sure they get it right.
Yeah, we run the same RPO play off of a slant we ran down here before and missed it. We just caught it that time. That's a big touchdown right there, guys.
Big touchdown.
Kantner is set to kick the extra point. And it's up and good.
Puts us up 28-7 here in the fourth.
28-7 Fannin here in the fourth quarter. That's a gutsy call with a wet football, but it worked out. The announcer calls out the Fannin County score real softly, and our fans are screaming at him, letting him know the score is 28-7.
It is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
This is something you don't see every day. Looks like you got an official having an interaction with the fans down here. Track's pretty close. He's trying to explain the call to them.
Cartersville up on Calhoun 14-7, and Lafayette up on Rockmart 27-17.
And looks like Pepperell's still up 28-14 in the fourth quarter on Chattooga.
They're a lot different when DJ's healthy, for sure. He was just not able to do anything against us. Come out of the game early. Katner set to kick. He's gonna kick a short squib kick. Coosa have it up at about the 43.
Eagles return the ball up to their own 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
I understand it, but I don't always like it. Just the field position you're giving them. I know you're taking the big return out of the equation, but
Yeah, I like it personally when he kicks it deep down the middle, at least in that line drive mode, and could have been what he's trying to do. His plant foot's got to be sliding all over the place too, I'm sure.
that's right. He's no different than anybody else in their footing. He's got to have a solid foot there to be able to get off.
High snap over the quarterback's head, race to the football, and Fannin trying to pick it up. Ball is still loose. And I think Coosa, let's see who got it.
Looks like they're going to give it to Coosa.
Yeah, what a huge loss.
I'm certain all 11 of our players touched it.
I think so. Emma's got the replay here.
Recovered by the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there was 6 or 8 guys that had a hand on that football.
nobody. And they broke the first rule you teach, and that's just jump on it. So they were all guilty of trying to scoop and score.
Yeah, Cade Sands almost picked that thing up.
That'll bring up second and short 46.
It's easy as a defensive guy to want to get it and go.
2nd and 46. Safety, he's tackled in the backfield by Andrew Waldrop, I believe, for a safety.
Off air tackle in end zone for a safety.
He didn't have a chance when he came this way.
No, that's just I really don't like that play call from your 1 or 2 yard line.
Looks like our guys did a great job stringing it out, and your linebacker did exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yep. Just shoots a gap and tackles him in the backfield.
That's right.
So they'll kick it off to us or punt it away to us after the 2 points.
It's 30-7, starting to feel a little more comfortable all the time.
Yeah. Time running out swiftly on Coosa. And we will have the football, so.
Now, for it to go in a running clock, does it have to start the fourth quarter at the 35, or if it goes during the fourth quarter? I'm not sure about that rule.
Yeah, I'm not.
Not that a touchdown puts us there,
Right.
but you feeling that it could go that way.
Yeah,
At some point.
they'll have to kick this thing off from the 20, so we should get good field position, especially with a return.
And I mean, we do still have a little over 10 minutes left in this final quarter, so it could go that way.
Yeah. Let's see how Coosa wants to kick it. I would imagine he'll either squib it or go high and short and try to get a fair catch out of it. He's going to squib it down the middle. Going to have a chance for a return. Callahan picks it up, goes right up the middle. Nice return up to the 40. So
kick return to the Eagles.
That's Callahan.
39-yard line.
Callahan gets it going north and south in a hurry.
He's going to be a big part of our offense the next 3 years.
He's a good-looking football player.
Plays hard. He's a kid plays hard every snap.
Number 42, Andrew Hope.
I see Rico back on the field, so I'm sure they
Had a conversation with him, I'm sure. Mashburn in at quarterback.
Reese is it.
Reese at fullback. Going to give to the tailback. Picks up maybe a yard, number 70 with another tackle. That's Bryson Holloway on the carry.
Up again, number 70. Lois Millsap.
Big shout out to 70 Millsap. He's had a career night here tonight. He's played his heart out. A lot of seniors here for Chattooga taking the home field for the last time. So they've played hard. Mashburn going to keep it, roll left, picks up some nice blocking. He's down the sideline, and he's going to score. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Fannin.
Great to see David on the field getting some snaps. He brings that to the table for us.
Yeah, he brings that speed element to you from the quarterback spot.
Look, next year he's going to have to be the man to take us to lead this football team as a senior. It's going to be his to lead. And we need him getting snaps here, getting confidence mainly. So
Yeah, just a nice play call there. Good change of pace.
he is a guy that's hard to catch when he gets to the corner.
Yeah, he's not just straight line fast. He's shifty too. Kentner has another extra point. That's good. I believe that would have been good from 70.
Well, it was definitely farther than their extra point. So
It
if it was
was.
60, I would just.
If that one was 60, that was 70. So well in control now.
I see the ball boy drying the extra point on his way on the extra point ball on his way back to the sidelines.
I want to give Profe Thompson real quick a shout out. She texted me and said, I hear you. So thank you for watching, Profe.
There you go.
Plenty of hamburgers, cheeseburgers left. Plenty of candy. Enjoy yourself.
Emma, do we know how many people are watching? Is that something you can see from here?
$229.
We currently have 229. It kind of fluctuates a little bit throughout the night, but we've been holding steady a little over 200 since about the first quarter.
Well, that's a number you would expect. I know last week when I looked, it was about 350 at one time. You would expect that tonight, the Braves playing.
Yeah, you would.
And I know everybody had expectations to come over here and have a big game.
He would return the ball up to about the 40-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 from their own 40.
And tomorrow, if you go back and look at the playbacks, it'll be, you know, probably close to the thousands because you have all the football players going back. You have the parents, you have the coaches, you have everybody going back. And, of course, the people that didn't get a chance to watch it tonight, they'll be going back watching it. So
Exactly.
Speaking of the Braves, looks like they're up 1-0 in the top of the fourth.
go Braves!
Dogs got a big game tomorrow against the Gators. Can't wait to watch that one. Hoping for a big Georgia blowout there.
Absolutely.
A little payback for last year. Kirby's guys hopefully have in store. That defense is something else to watch. They are not just big, but big and really, really fast. Coosa's fought hard. Got a penalty flag, probably delay a game. No, timeout. Coosa, they fought hard and played valiantly. You knew these seniors from Coosa playing their last home game here would come out and fight, and they have represented well.
Yes, the official picked it up, but he didn't wave it off. I guess he just put it back in his pocket.
A halftime sponsored by their mechanical or timeout sponsor.
You have 9 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Country Sports,
Yeah.
EMC Valuar, Raven Electric, Cameron Motorsports, Pierce Heating and Air, Coosa's 12th man.
Had a good night, knock on wood, don't mean to jinx anything. No injuries on either side so far. with 9 minutes left, so
All things Coosa.
hopefully both teams get out of here injury-free.
That's really important.
Come out next week and watch a region championship game against Dade County. They will visit us this year. I know Fannin fans aren't going to miss that drive over to Dade.
That was a long drive last year.
It's a long drive for sure. They're going to run a little outside zone play. He's going to have close to a first down.
Gotta say, I think that was one of the coldest games I've ever filmed, was the Dade County game last year. So let's maybe hope this one will be at least a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I hope so. It was cold over there last year. And if you didn't go over there last year, their announcer is one of a kind. He is hilarious.
He was really funny early when it was pretty close there for just a little bit, and he really got into it.
He did. Wing T look out of the gun. They're going to run outside zone to the right. Sawyer, Moreland, Kaysen wrap him up. He's going to lose a couple.
About 2 that'll make it second 12.
They really hadn't run anything, faked that outside zone and ran anything off of it.
No,
It's made it kind of easy for the Rebels to just chase that thing down. He got the one long run off of it. Number 10 gets the play and jogs back across field. They'll stay in a wing look. Quarterback rolls left, looks to throw, pass, 2 hops it out to number 6.
Third 12.
No chance to catch that.
No, not even really close on the throw there.
Hard for a right-handed quarterback to roll left and throw
It is.
at any level of play, especially at the high school level. And with a muddy, wet football.
Wearing your cleats that feel like they probably weigh about 10 pounds apiece.
You know it. Heritage up on Pickens County, 24-14 in the 4th.
I would think that Lafayette Rockmart score is probably a shock.
That's a little bit of a shock there. Lafayette's got a
Still
pretty
early.
competitive team this year. Quarterback's throw is long, intended for number 11.
That'll make it 4th and 12 for the Eagles from around 48.
Another yard or two, Bryson Holloway might have picked that one off. Or Corbin Davenport. I think it was Corbin from his safety spot. He'll back up now to, or from his corner spot, he'll back up to get the punt.
We've been punting a lot this second half.
Lots of punting. Denton back to punt. See if Corbin can get a return here without a phantom fair catch. Almost blocked again by Owensby. Corbin's got a chance to return this one. Taking his time. Tackle from behind. Horse collar got to be number 2 with a horse collar tackle on Davenport.
And he looks like Callaway Region 5, Big Temple 59-19 tonight.
Got 6:53 left in this final quarter, so we're a little under halfway.
The Bremen Hurd County scores tighten up a little bit. Hurd County up 25-17 in the 4th.
Yeah, I think those are two fairly evenly matched football teams.
In the stands tonight, Gary Graves.
Both physical teams like to run the football.
Bernard Holsey, former NFL standout. Glad to see y'all back here at the Eagles Nest with us. We always enjoy seeing all Eagles come back and visit us.
Emma's doing a good job keeping up with the time for us. We can't really see the scoreboard without sticking our head out the window, or she really can't either, so. But we are in the drive. Mashburn rolling left, looking to throw, taking a deep shot, underthrown. That's got to be PI, no.
Pass ball incomplete.
Pepperell still up on Chattooga, 28-14.
That one's got to be getting kind of late too, I would imagine.
It's definitely in the fourth. Didn't give a time.
Good to see former Eagle standout Bo Bragg.
Really looked like the guy in coverage grabbed Collis by the jersey,
Bragg's been proud of y'all boys.
jerked him down. Mashburn threw that thing a pretty long ways rolling to his left. That was a
Just got an update.
Good
South
shot.
Pitt beat Basin 42-8 tonight. That's the final in Copper Hill.
Garland outside zone left, and he's tripped up deep in the backfield for a big loss.
Play blown up by number 43, Jacob Hughes. Most of the Eagles went on the tackle after that. Loss was about 5. Yeah, they make it 6. They make third and 16.
Third down and 16 after the tackle for a loss.
Official timeout.
Corbin, Davenport, and Sawyer Moreland split out to the right, Collis to the left. Mashburn zone read going to keep it, picks up a nice block from Collis. He gets it up to the 45. Nice gain.
Looked like that. If he went left instead of right, he might still be running.
Yep.
4th and 6.
Yeah, he kind of went to the right off Collis's block and made it easy for the corner to shed that block and make the tackle. Katner in the punt.
We're down under 5.5 minutes.
Good snap. Katner kicks it right into the back of a lineman. There's a scramble for the football. Coosa player comes up with it. Katner kicked that right into the line of scrimmage.
40-yard line.
How waterproof are those cleats? I just watched a guy step into a huge puddle.
It's always good to waterproof your cleats.
Yeah, those feet would feel great after a night of waterproof cleats, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Looks like we got a good mix of some young kids in tonight.
Yep.
I mean, we got a mix. We definitely still have some starters on the field. We got some young kids in.
Quarterback's going to keep it, try to roll right, wrapped up by a host of Rebels, led by Sawyer Moreland.
About the 43. Second, 13.
We got a little under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
A little under 4, Coosa in no hurry to snap anything.
Not having that play clock on the field, I keep looking for it, and I'm like, oh wait, there's not
Yeah.
one down there. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, it's tough without a play clock
Miss that play
after
clock.
being used to it. I see Isaac Davis in it, middle linebacker for Fannin.
Football's on the ground.
Football's on the ground again. They're going to call it incomplete. That one I agree with. He did have his arm going forward on that one.
Incomplete pass, and he wound the clock. I guess the coaches.
They're all ready to go home.
It's definitely going to be a late night getting home tonight.
No doubt. See some young guys in there. Who else we got in there, Brandon? Is that Hunter Dickey in at nose?
No, Hunter Dickey's banged up. He's got a bone bruise and some ligaments.
Who we got in at nose there?
Spotter. Who we got in there, Spotter?
I believe that's the big number 78.
It's hard to.
Jake Dyer.
There you go.
I believe, or he's at left defensive end.
53.
53 at the nose. 53's Joe with a fuse.
Yeah,
Isaac Davis in on the tackle along with number 67.
Haynes on the carry, pick up for 2. That'll bring up 4th and 11.
67 is Chris Gatongaloo in there.
Good to see Chris G on the field. We got Sullivan at corner. We got, I believe we have.
Got Levi Cochran playing some defensive end or linebacker. Coming on a rush on the punt. That's Braden Taylor returning the kick. Good looking young freshman.
He is, made a little nervous there. It rolled on in, be a touchback.
Yep.
Little under a minute and a half. We're at about a minute and 20 seconds left in the final quarter.
They're running it, so we'll be a minute and 20. Yeah, Braden's another one of those kids who is super gritty. He's going to be a fine football player as well. Not a big kid, but he no fear, plays hard. He's had a great year on JV.
Yeah, we got some big guys, some bigger freshmen, and got some good skill guys. I'm interested to see those guys after a year in the weight room.
Yeah, Coach Thigpen does a great job running our strength program. He and Coach Kuna implementing it. They do a great job.
Mashburn staying at quarterback, going to give to Carson Callahan. Breaks a tackle, trying to get the edge, and
how do you not call that helmet to helmet?
Knocked out of bounds there after he picks up maybe a yard.
He was out of bounds and helmet.
Yeah.
Led with his crown. But
13.
That'll most likely be the last play of the game.
They're going to let it run out. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Brandon, thanks for filling in for us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Hope Andy and Tim start feeling better. And
the final score, Coosa Eagles 7.
Everybody come out to Dade County next week, sets up for a region championship. Thanks, everybody. See you next week, and go Dogs.
Fans, thanks for coming out tonight.
Real quick before we do jump off of here, I really do want to thank y'all too for coming out here. I really appreciate it. I'm sure the fans appreciate it better than any commentary I could do, so thank y'all.
Good luck in the playoffs.